Hello, movie buffers. It's your movie guy James here, and today I'm going to be showing my Hobbit collection. And let me just get to it, and then I'll talk about the movie and the story. Right here's the first one, the Hobbit: The Unexpected Journey, and as you can see, as Gandalf and our main character Bilbo. I was going to say Hobbit, but yeah, he's the Hobbit of the film, and Gollum is also in the film, and if you haven't heard of Gollum, I'll tell you about him. This video is going to get very long, so... Alright, the second film, The Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, the second film of the series, trilogy, fuck, damn. I'm sorry about that, guys. And the third film, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Greatest battles I ever seen in theaters. I mean, when all five armies fought, I mean, like, damn. And I got the extended edition of the Battle of the Five Armies, and I also have... Wait a minute, give me a minute. I also have the book by J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay, let me talk about the story. So the story is about a hobbit named Bilbo Baggins who some fourth wanted to be in this adventure with these 13 dwarves to reclaim a mountain called Erebor from a dragon named Smaug. Smaug is a dragon who is the last of the fire drakes, and he's been in the mountain for like 60 years, and the dwarves were exiled from their home. Smaug stole it and just remained there ever since. And at some points, Thorin wants to reclaim Erebor and find the Arkenstone that will unite his kin and the armies of the dwarves. And so they have to find a burglar to go into in the mountain, and they wanted Bilbo. And all of a sudden, they go on the adventures, and this is like the Hobbit is before the Lord of the Rings, and that I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. On the other hand, but our heroes is Gandalf, Thorin, and Bilbo, and the rest of the company of the dwarves. They went on crazy adventures. They dealt with trolls. They went to Rivendell. They went to Goblin Town. And Bilbo found a magic ring that will also be discussed in the next video. And he encountered the creature Gollum, also known as Smeagol. And Smeagol was a hobbit just like Bilbo. And he found the ring, and then it drove him mad for 500 years. It poisoned his mind ever since. And during then, Bilbo put on the ring and escaped Gollum's cave. And Gollum went out of his cave and trying to find the ring, and Baggins himself. During then, the company is being endangered by Azog the Defiler. Azog is the leader of the orcs, and he's a dangerous villain, dangerous orc villain. And his whole mission in the movie is trying to wipe out all the dwarves and destroy the line of Durin, and trying to kill Thorin for cutting off his hand. But in the book, however, Azog was not even in The Hobbit, like in the movies. However, his son, Bolg, led the orcs to Erebor to avenge the death of Azog, and Azog lost his head to Thorin's cousin Dain many years ago in the Battle of Moria. But however, Azog is like one of the main villains of the movie, and he's a great villain in my opinion. And he's really badass if you watch him. He's a commander and also a king of orcs. He commands legions of his orc tribes and trolls and goblins. And yeah, he is a total villain. But there is another one, and you might think I'm going to say Smaug, but I already discussed about him. There's only like 3 villains in the movie, like in the Hobbit trilogy. It's Smaug, Azog, and now we're going to talk about the second Dark Lord, Sauron. Sauron, on the other hand, he was a necromancer, living in Dol Guldur, waiting his time to regain his full strength to start another war against the children of Iluvatar. And And Sauron, on the other hand, he's a Maiar, who was a spirit from one of the Ainur spirits, and served a Valar named Alway. But however, he turned against the Valar, joining Melkor in his eternal war against them. But I'll discuss that in the next video, about Melkor and Sauron. But anyways, the Battle of the Five Armies, I mean, in the book, many lives were lost on both sides. The eagles came along with Beorn, the bear or human dude. In the book, he come to help Thorin to get him out of the battlefield, and him and the eagles come and smash the orcs and goblin ranks and kill their leader Borg himself. And all I gotta say about The Hobbit is fantastic, in my opinion. It's one of the best fantasy stories I ever read and also watched. J.R.R. Tolkien had a great imagination, like any other author can think of a land like Middle-earth or Arda or anything. Because all those events, you should go read the Silmarillion, and it tells the history and all the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. But I am very fascinated by his work, and I'm still learning more, because there's more that I did not know about until I heard about the Silmarillion last year. I mean, I did not know anything about The Hobbit until I heard about the Silmarillion, the first Dark Lord, and Sauron's backstory. Everything, it was just crazy. But the Battle of the Five Armies, the armies were dwarves, elves, men, orcs, and eagles, sorry. But yeah, Smaug, on the other hand, he got his ass kicked by Borg. By Bardman, the bowman. And not literally, he didn't get his ass kicked. I mean, he got shot by a black arrow, and then he cries like a little bitch, and then he falls into a little puddle of urine, and then he died in the lake. No, I'm joking. He just got shot down by Bard, by the black arrow, and then he fell, and then he destroyed everything in Lake Town, and now the lake men are pissed off at the dwarves for waking Smaug, and then all that shit. But yeah, and the elves wanted to steal some gems or something. I don't know why. And all I know is I think Smaug, on the other hand, was all those years he's been in that mountain. I bet he had sex with all that gold, because dragons love gold, and I bet he just humps the pile of gold. I mean, it's crazy. But The Hobbit, on the other hand, is a great fantasy story I ever read, and join me next time on The Lord of the Rings, and I'll tell you much about that films and the books. And however, I hope you movie buffers have a great day, and I hope you have a time to watch the Hobbit trilogy and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'll see you guys later. Like the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.